So, um, yeah, I realized when I sent you that thing, it looked like I sent you way more than I probably needed to do for that lesson plan.
It's all good.
But
Because there's not really much I could add to it. Here's some things. You were pretty detailed, and like I
yeah,
said, I was like, I'm not really worried about like. I think it's meant more for less equipped and inexperienced
I
teachers.
was gonna say, and the way that I looked at it is I only kind of made it more detailed because I knew it was gonna be a like a project type thing. In reality, if you're making this for yourself, you would want it kind of as short and bland and like general as possible so that you could get it sorted out the way you wanted it.
Detail is good for certain ones. I mean, like once you get going, in my experience, it's like you have an idea and you have all your resources and you know how much is done.
Exactly. How's that TPA coming for you?
Oh my god, I don't even want to. I'm just so. I'm just like I just kind of just started. I'm like, what am I like third? Not even third. Like I'm let's see, let me scroll a little bit. I'm like a sixth of the way down.
Oh God. Yeah, it sucks ass.
It's horrendous.
I haven't even gotten that far yet,
Like I don't
probably.
know like how short they need to be or how long they need to be. It's just ridiculously like I'm thinking they just want a short response. That's what I'm hoping because at this point that's what I'm doing.
They're
It's
real.
like
They're
I'm
really
just
ambiguous. They just don't tell you exactly what they want you to do, like how many pages, how long it has to be, how involved, everything.
how detailed. If you want a short response, paragraph, if you want like a whole essay for each one.
Exactly. So yeah, I guess so I guess next thing that's due for us is just kind of writing responses to each other's comments, is that right? Or making the revisions,
I
is that
think
what?
yeah, uh, we have two things left in this class. One of them being our response on blog thing that we have to do what 2 weeks from now or next week or
Yeah.
something like that. And then we have this assignment that we're doing now, which we already exchanged
Yeah.
papers and replied back to them.
And then
So
the
minor
last part of
revisions we have to do.
I was gonna say the last part of this assignment, isn't it like an analysis, kind of like you're going like post lesson and writing that last section 11?
Pretty much. Yeah, and it wants to be like 3 4 pages. I've already done it. I
Yeah,
just turned it in. That's it.
yeah.
I was just like writing away, and I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna do this now.
I know. Now that CCS is done, I gotta just any free time I have, I gotta just sit down and start knocking it out because it's just it's heavy. Your girls did great though, man.
Huh?
Dawn
Yeah,
and
I think so.
they did really really well.
Yeah, I was happy for them. I know a couple of them, so I was like, wow, they did really well.
Especially, I'm especially happy that they were able to do it because, you know, it's kind of a traumatic thing for if your kids lose their coach and stuff like that. And even though Ron wasn't like their coach, he was still like important part of kind of their high school experience, I'm sure.
He's always he's one of those things that you always will remember in high school. One of those characters.
He was one of those. I mean, he's a guy like that I didn't even go to Montevista, and I know who Screamin' Freeman is. Everyone knows who Screamin' Freeman is if you played water polo. But yeah, it. I was happy for the girls, and they did it in. I mean, they did it in some strong fashion. They set a couple new records, and they looked really, really, really strong.
They did well. They did really well this year. And that's good. That's all done. The their coach, the girls' coach, is actually one of my coworkers. He works in the sped department with me,
Yeah,
so pretty close.
yeah, he's a good guy.
He's funny.
Done good things
He
with those.
drives well.
Yeah, with that program, he's got always got. In fact, I had to sit through a league meeting with him the other day. It was always entertaining.
He makes
Uh,
some funny jokes. Some funny
yeah,
things.
exactly. Well, in the way he kind of asked something kind of in a way that he wanted it to sound like he wasn't really that interested in asking it, but he was just gonna put it out there for the benefit of everyone else. which was I found a funny way to present something. But so yeah, for the rest of this class, there's only a few more things. We have one more. Oh, so I missed the last whatever, the last in-person class. What did you guys do? Just talk about this assignment?
Talk about this assignment. We went over like differentiation.
Differentiation, yeah.
Um, it was kind of weird because it was we part of the class we started talking. We did a little stuff like interactive stuff together,
Yeah.
stuff that you would have done just as well as I would have or better.
Yeah.
And then she kind of had to go do part of the tour kind of stuff, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, guest speakers come in and talk about like special education,
Yep.
which for me it wasn't very enlightful because like they went over like an IEP. She brought in a triannual, and I was like, why would you bring a
Yeah.
triannual?
Why wouldn't you bring a more interesting one?
Pages.
Exactly.
And I was just like, why would you do that? I mean, like, granted, you do have to do one, but you will only have to look at one once every like 3 years.
Exactly. Exactly. That was yeah, that was probably pretty daunting for everyone who's looking at special ed.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like from my experience, like talking about that, it's like I've worked in SPED. I've seen like IEPs, and, like triannuals, and annuals, and I've sat in a bunch of these meetings and I've discussed like with some of my coworkers because I want to get a SPED credential too as well.
Yeah.
Like work that goes into it. And it's like really, it's a lot of the same forms are very like similar, especially with like our kind of demographics.
Yeah.
It's very similar that the students will have similar goals and mindsets. There's some variation. You do you come across some more moderate students.
Yeah.
They're like one out of like if we have a dozen kids, maybe six of them, two or three of them might have more moderate.
Yeah.
Most of them are like gen students who just need a little bit more structure.
Exactly.
You know what I realized? Have you ever sat in an AVID class?
I haven't, but I've heard about those.
You should try sitting in an AVID class. Just get the experience because they go good AVID class.
Yeah.
Some AVID classes are but because my master teacher actually does AVID too.
Yeah. Over at Monte Vista?
At Monte Vista.
Oh, okay.
So it's really cool like watching the AVID teach because it's like they do. I wish every student went through AVID.
Seriously. I'm actually putting together like a little slide like a little PowerPoint thing for my kids that's like based on that concept because they have a hard time understanding how to be a student.
Yeah, like advocating for yourself, talking to teachers,
Yeah.
how to talk to teachers,
Yep.
how to approach homework, how to approach tests, how to time manage,
Exactly.
work with groups, how to like these are things that a lot of students. Some students have it, like they'll learn it. So forced to parents are like some of these kids
Yep.
together, like together and like kind of get the idea. But some students are just like,
What are you talking about? There's a way to study? I don't understand. I just read the thing over.
I mean, you do a little bit here and there. A freshman year, like we'll teach them how to do like noun,
Yeah, yeah.
or maybe give them hints or write down things in calendars so they can have an idea of how to schedule. But we
Mhm.
don't really. Sometimes, like a lot of teachers, they don't really assume a lot of times, which is a problem sometimes. But like, I'll spend part of my lesson going like, okay, for example, we're coming towards the end of the year, right? We have like what three and a half more weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm like 2 weeks ago, I made an announcement. Okay, we have like 6 weeks left to class. Okay, I'm only going to if you guys right now is the time to be looking at your grades to see what you guys need to make up.
Yep.
Talk to teachers. I will not talk to you the last 2 weeks of school.
Yep.
Because there's too many students that want to talk about it. I don't want you talking about your grades. I'd rather have you go study and prepare for your final.
Yep.
I'm worried about your grades because there's nothing else you can do about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But being timing and all that stuff is very important. This is great for like any student.
Exactly. Well, you're not going to be able to be successful at college level education or working level anything if you're not able to kind of like structure your schedule in that way.
It's kind of funny that we talk about, we always, as like instructors and teachers, we always want to structure, plan, and have these kids kind of looking ahead.
Mhm.
I've actually met a couple people in my life, like more recently, for example, this girl. She's very free spirited.
Mhm.
and just likes to do whatever she wants to do. But her planning skills were never developed as like how we would want to as an instructor in
Yep.
this area.
Yep.
Area. So it's kind of unique to see her point of view. And it's just like I try to show her like this is how you can plan things so you get more things in. But I can see the opposite side too, that there's benefits in like not necessarily planning and going with wins and enjoying
Exactly. Enjoying the moment.
but I mean, like at the same time, I always feel like you can plan for moments to enjoy the moments in a sense too. Like I can block out all of Saturday to
Yep.
go do whatever I want to do.
Yep.
But at the same time, you kind of have to plan out that you don't have anything interrupting on Saturday.
Absolutely.
That's what I think a lot of students don't realize. Is like you can plan out when you would have fun and when you need to work.
Yep.
When you do the things, you got to do instant to those plans. So the times that you do plan other things, you will have that time to do it to fully enjoy it.
I always tell the kids like Santa Barbara was not the best academic education, but it was about the best education in time management I could have got from anywhere in the world, and that's really what it comes down to. If you want to be productive at anything, is you need to be able to manage your time and your effort, and stay motivated even when times are rough or whatever. All right. Well, what else are we going to talk about? We kind of already sent the stuff back and forth. I'm going to take one more look through yours, but I just have a couple small comments on it. Um, additionally, and then I'll look at your comments. Those looked good to me, so I'll just incorporate those in and be done with it.
I think for the most part, like I took your comments, and it's really just adding things more here, going into more detail.
Hmm.
Again, well, like when I read yours, for example, it's like I know you have the right mindset thinking, and I know you're going to be able to adapt to what you need to be able to do.
Hmm.
You have these plans and things set up. It's kind of sad because these lesson plans that they want, they're only like half a picture,
Yep.
not even a snapshot, like half the picture,
Yep.
because you don't get the full plan.
Yep.
Because like you have class structures that you had going on at the beginning of the year and things that they're accustomed to that if you mention it, it's going to be 20 pages long.
Exactly. If you want to go back and explain your entire classroom management from what you start laid out on the first day, it'll take you 40 pages to write that, and then you'll write 5 pages on just what you did that specific day when you delivered the lesson.
Like my students know how to like when they come in, they know they need to get ready. The first
Yep.
5 minutes is for them to get ready, to warm up, to look at the journal prompt, to write
Yep.
down homework. I give them time to do that. They know that, and then when I say good morning or good afternoon, they know they're gonna start get ready, set, and change mindset.
Exactly.
Like, oh, you gotta go discuss this, discuss the journal prompt or whatnot. And they'll get thinking, they get started. They automatically start getting rolling.
Hmm.
And it's like one of those things like, how do you're gonna write that into your lessons? Like to explain that they already know this and have to explain it again. It's just like, okay, kind of sucks. You're missing the whole point of the actual lesson. Then, do you want the lesson or do you want the day?
Exactly. Exactly. There's never enough time, isn't that the truth? All right, man. Well, we're coming up on the end of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it, and I guess we're good, man.